Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? How are you ladies doing today? It is Monday, January 23rd, 2023. Hello to all the people joining me very briefly, like on Instagram. I appreciate you being here live with us for the moment that you are. Hey, China Wangs, I'm so glad you made it. However, I'm not going to be on here too long, sister. I am hoping that all of y'all can come on over and migrate to YouTube. Please and very please. My page, my channel is Sonia Marie's Word Life Astrology page on YouTube. The link is in the bio here on Instagram, and I'd love for you to come on over and join our family. There's so much information that we talk about. What's going down for the week. And by the way, here's a real quick announcement. I am going to start coming on twice a week very, very soon on YouTube, giving so much love to the YouTube community. I appreciate them over there. Okay, so we're going to last a couple of minutes here on Instagram while you find your way over to YouTube. I appreciate that. And let me say hello to all the folks here on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Elle Bell is in the place. You sweet, sparkling lady. Catherine is here. Hi, Giselle. Dorothy Pizza. What's up? What's up? What's going down? Hi, Zoe. Nice to see you here. Our clock. Oh, Rabbi Rob. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, Rabbi Rob. Where you been at? Where you been stepping? Brianna Warren is here. Chanel is here too. I like to do it romper room style over on Instagram. I'm sorry, on YouTube, by the way, Instagram. Because these are some sweet, sweet, sweet and loyal family members, village members that come through for Word Life Astrology to get this information. I don't know if y'all know, but the real reason why I call it Word Life Astrology is because growing up in Yonkers, New York, growing up on the east side of life, word and word life, word up was an affirmative. When someone said word, you knew it was their word. You knew you can take people back in the day for their word. I'm just going to say it like that. And I'm going to leave it like that before I start offending folks. I don't want to do that. All right, listen. On Instagram, I'm going to give y'all about 5 minutes or so, all right, before I go on over to YouTube exclusively. But I'm going to do this for a couple of times in a couple of weeks so y'all can get the idea. Y'all can get the rhythm that a sister is on YouTube. And I want y'all to spread the word, bird, please and very please. And the real reason why is because I know the information that comes through is useful for me. It's helpful for me. It helps me heal what it is that I do heal. Now, a lot of astrologers have different perspectives. This is just a commercial, and then we're going to get on into it. All right, family on YouTube, I appreciate y'all. Y'all can start with the likes, the thumbs up, and talk among yourselves real quick, all right? But the real reason why we do this on YouTube, and we take sometimes an hour-long situation to explain what's happening for the week, is so we can get better. Y'all know that. So we can get better. Now, some astrologers like to take the political end. Some astrologers like to take the social end. Some astrologers like to be cute and entertaining with it. Oh my God, Cancer, your man is coming. Oh my God, Libra, your man is coming. Your chick is coming. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. And I'm not poking fun at anybody, but what we do here, right down here, is to utilize the universe's information so we can heal from the inside out. Word up, word life. Yes, yes, y'all. Y'all get that? They do on YouTube. Y'all get it? Come on over, please, and very please. Cherry TT, what's happening, cousin? You coming on over to YouTube? Please, I appreciate that. And share it if you like. Please, please, and very please. I like saying that, y'all. I just like saying that because it's a begging without begging. Listen. It's the real deal, man. Like, how are we going to walk through this life blaming people? How are we going to walk through this life wanting the best for ourselves? How are we going to walk through this life wanting and needing to attract abundance, prosperity, joy, good health, and wealth, vibrations if we don't check on ourselves? If we are not aware of the information, if we are not aware of the energy that is surrounding us, and the top priority energy that surrounds us is absolutely the creator, whatever you call him or her, Jesus or Muhammad or Banana Nana. You can call him whatever the hell you want to call him. But the other secondary energy that rules our particular planet absolutely is the vibration of the universe. It's what's holding us on the rock, y'all. Yeah, it's gravity, but it's the vibration of the universe that's holding us on the rock. And all the metaphysical reasons and understandings and descriptions that surround us. Y'all know that by now? Y'all don't know that by now? I know y'all know that. I know y'all know that. So thank you for coming and showing up. If y'all on Instagram don't know it too well, because you don't rock with us that much here on Instagram, or I should say on YouTube, come on over. Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. I'd greatly appreciate it. And by the way, thank you. Thank you to all the beautiful people. I want to call them out by name if my memory serves me. But thank you to all the beautiful people that dropped donations in my Cash app, my Venmo, and my PayPal. By the way, that information is in the description box below the video on YouTube, okay? I appreciate y'all. On Friday, we did an awesome 2023 rundown of all the eclipses and the general vibration of the year 2023. Go on over to YouTube, please, and check that last video out. It was kind of hot, in my opinion. I was hot literally because I was sweating up a storm, but it was hot in the sense that a lot of information came through, and I just pray it assisted at least one person with what it is that came through. That means I did my job. And that's all I'm here for, to do my job for spirit. That's all. That is it. So come on over to YouTube, all right? We're going to get things started. What's up, Medea? I appreciate you. Hi, Tracy Jackson. What's up, Sonja? Love to see you in the place for show. Phyllis, you ready for Costa Rica? Excuse me, hold on. Pura Vida, that pure life we're going to live in Costa Rica. Dig that? Yes. Wordlife Astrology in the 6th annual retreat is going to Costa Rica, in July from the 24th to the 29th. If you like to get on the waiting list, you can do that thing because people do drop out. Life happens and stuff. So if you still are on the fence and you want to get on a waiting list, just email me at wordlifeastrology@gmail.com. wordlifeastrology@gmail.com. All right, we're going to get this thing going, this weekly rundown. I'm going to stay with y'all for a little bit Instagram until y'all find your way over to YouTube, all right? We're trying to grow the channel, y'all. We're trying to grow the channel and get some people on over here. So that's the reason why we're doing this dual broadcast. Reminds me of my Periscope days. I feel a little dizzy already. Anyway, let's get it going. How y'all doing today? Forgive me if I give most of my attention over here on YouTube, all right? But how y'all doing? Again, thank you. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the big ups and the comments. Thank you for the conversations. Thank you for the questions. I love questions. Because that's the only way we're going to build and we're going to grow and we're going to evolve if you ask questions. If you stay in your stuckness, in your ego, I don't know what she's talking about. That ain't for me. I don't know what she's talking about. That's over my head. Well, let it be on your forehead for that matter, and ask some questions. Hello to all the people that are rolling in. I can't press all the waves right now, so consider this a wave for everybody coming in right now. But we're going to shut you down in a few minutes and go on over to YouTube. So I'd really like if you can find us on Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page in about 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, and you're going to be on, or I should say off. All right, let's get this thing going in a matter of seconds. How did you wake up this morning? I don't know. But I said to myself, self, what is going on? I feel a little crunchy. And I forgot that I wrote yesterday in my notes that the moon was conjuncting Saturn today. Let's start with the week. Thank you, Roxy. I appreciate that. I got dressed up for y'all today. Not really. I just felt like putting on this shirt. Anyway, the bottom line is today was interesting as we all woke up today because the moon. Oh, wait, hold on, squirrel. Happy birthday, happy solar return to all the Aquarius out there. The sun did go into Aquarius on a Friday, as we reported last week here. And also that new moon in Aquarius passed on by. I forgot to wish y'all that on that last video when I did that rundown for 2023. So I want to wish it to you today. Happy new year. Happy new moon in Aquarius. Happy solar return to all this Aquarius energy. I, for one, am very, 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 very happy that it's Aquarius energy that's plowing on in. The thing about Aquarius energy, y'all, when the sun goes into Aquarius, that is the fact that it takes off all the fluff. Let me back it on up. Aquarius deals with reality. Most air signs do. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. But Aquarius really does in a way that it pulls back. It allows itself to have a detachment so it can have an assessment of what actually is going on and how it should spend its energy, how it should spend its emotional energy, how it should spend all kinds of energy, because it's like, yo, if it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't benefit the people, then why am I here? Why am I doing the thing that I'm doing? So the thing about Aquarius energy is getting perspective, clear perspective of why you're in the room, why you're doing a job, why you are in a particular relationship. Does that make sense to everybody? Hello to I'm gonna call you Miss Morse because I don't want to take time to try to pronounce that first name, but Miss Morse or Morse LLC. Hi, how you doing, honey? Glad you're in the space, okay? I love Aquarius energy for that. But this morning, as I woke up, by the way, Instagram, come on over to YouTube. I'm going to shut you down in a minute, all right? This morning, the moon in Aquarius was in conjunction with Saturn. You know, Saturn is in Aquarius too. Awake with emotional responses to serve the people and or unique spaces. You feel disciplined to share your intellect for the plan. Yes. You feel disciplined to share your intellect for the plan. Discipline is key to share your intellect for the plan. That's Saturn. The bottom line is that if we can find a way in an Aquarius type of way to detach from the emotions that we may feel at times, we can get to the reason why we need to work at a thing. Did y'all feel that this morning? I'm just wondering, as you woke up and you said, there's some things that I need to do. Let me not get in my feelings about it, because if I get in my feelings, I'm going to cry all day and I'm going to pull the covers over my head and ain't shit going to get done. Yeah, that's kind of like maybe a few people felt. Some people were pushed out the bed and just basically had to plunge into helping the world, so to speak, or helping their community or helping another. And in some kind of way, those feelings of victimhood or those feelings that came up were kind of buried. Saturn, you got Saturn to thank for that. Saturn is like, listen, we ain't got time to cry, baby. We don't really have time to sit back and assess the situation from a victimhood standpoint. Yes, y'all. Y'all get that? There's no victims in here. There's absolutely not near one victim on this YouTube forecast or on Instagram. For sure, in the world. You know why? Because we're smart. We're intelligent. We are in tune and we know what is right for ourselves and versus what is not right for ourselves. And how about this? If you don't know it, you'll figure it out. So is that on you? Not really. Are you a victim? Hell no. You just got to walk the walk like everybody else is walking. It's called life, y'all. This is the gym. This is where we work shit out. This is where we pump iron and work it out. And then we go back home to the place in which they're like sliding down purple mountains, as I suggested the last week or so, and eating cotton candy and shit. They're having a good time on the other side. They ain't worried about us. This is the place where they worry about us here, because this spot is the crazy spot. You understand what I'm saying? So the bottom line is we don't have time oftentimes, especially this morning, astrologically speaking, to stay all up in our fields, you dig? It's not worth it, y'all. It's not worth it in this time. Why? Because this week, if I can get up and do a jig, I would. If I wouldn't disturb my little mock production here, I'll be doing the running man right where I stand. This is a great week. So if we kick the week off by being somewhat detached from what it is that we could get our feelings hurt for, what it is that we could be stubborn for, what it is that we can be rebellious just for the sake of being rebellious. Like, why? Sometimes, That's Aquarius for you for sure. I'm about to poke fun at y'all because y'all motherfuckers are funny like that. They're just rebellious because they want to be rebellious. And sometimes you need that rebellion. Let me pause it for a minute. Because sometimes you absolutely need somebody to go, but wait a minute, sir. But wait a minute, ma'am. What about X, Y, and Z? And ask the hard questions and prepare to go left as everybody else is going right. Sometimes you need that. But in this moment in time, especially with the moon in Aquarius conjuncting with Saturn today, it's about not necessarily being the rebellious person to kind of, how should I say, make a mark or cause a disturbance, but be a rebellious person for everybody else because you're asking the questions for the group because you recognize the person who's leading the shit is about to blow the building up and you got to be the one to bring everybody to safety. Does that make sense? Why? Let me back that shit up with some astrological information because I'm a bomb astrologer. Because that same moon in Aquarius is conjunct Venus. Did I say that already? I don't think so. Venus is about love. Venus is about beauty. Venus is about money, them coins. Venus is about passion, desire. You understand that? Venus is about that unconditional space in which is enlarged deep, deep, deep in our heart to allow us to see the worth and the value within ourselves. You get that? So if you're being too hard up and too stubborn and too rebellious today, even if it is for the people, we can't get to the love, you dig? You done cracked the nut too, wet motherfucking hard when you threw the whole meat out. I don't know if y'all got that analogy, but... You know, Grandma Squirrel. Grandma used to have the goddamn walnuts on the table, right? I want to explain my analogy. Y'all got 30 seconds for that? Grandma used to have the nuts, the bowl of walnuts and the fucking almonds on the gosh darn table. And if you crack it too much, if you crack it too hard, the shell gets mixed up with the meat. And then you end up throwing the meat out. You don't work so motherfucking hard to crack the nut, to get somewhere, to be rebellious, to be hard pressed, that you threw out everything. You missed the prize. Now y'all get my analogy? Who was the smart one on YouTube that got it instantly? Because y'all know how freaking crazy I am. It's about the Brazilian nuts, Medea said. That goddamn Brazilian nuts are hard as hell. Come on now. It's 4 people on Instagram. I know a lot of people is at work, but I want y'all to do me a favor. And the 4 people that's on here, come on over to YouTube at Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. I lied. It's been 6 minutes. I'm going to give y'all another 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, so we can get on that thing. And y'all can come on over to YouTube and know how this thing feels, because it's a lot of people over here talking. You here now? TT. I love my cousin Takia, y'all. Big up Takia, y'all. Invite Takia into the room, y'all. That's my cuz. That freaking Virgo right there. I love Virgo energy. Trust me when I tell you, but she is one of my favorite Virgos on the planet. She gives and gives and gives and gives from a space that she can't even give no more. But honestly, the trick about TT, she gives where it's merited, and she'll give the finger to anybody else now. Okay, we're not going to go on about TT right now. But we do have a lot of squirrels. I want y'all to know Instagram. That's why my videos often last for an hour. Just want to let you know. All right. Thank y'all for welcoming my cousin. I appreciate that. So that's what we're doing here. We are basically today, Monday, staying in this detached space so we can do the work and we can recognize the love. Saturn and Venus. You get that thing? Now, here's where the fun really starts. All right, 4 minutes Instagram, 4 minutes. Come on over to YouTube. This is when the party really gets going. As a matter of fact, I referenced D Nice in my notes. On Tuesday, the moon goes into Pisces. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow, the moon goes into Pisces. I don't know if some of y'all was feeling it today, but the emotional heavy starts to swell as the moon rolls into Pisces, as the moon rolls into any water sign, especially those that are really, really sensitive and intuitive and can feel like change is happening even before they feel like it. Squirrel. And by the way, I'm going to come back to Tuesday in a minute. Was anyone dizzy over the weekend? Hands up. Did anyone have a dizzy spell? Did anyone feel drier than most? Even though you was drinking water, did you feel drier than most? Did anyone have really, really wild and wicked dreams? Or was anyone plagued with ancestors, guides, people around them, energy that just continued to hover? And this is another question. Did you have chance meetings? Like, for real, these are questions that if you did here on YouTube, I want y'all to talk among yourselves, because I get distracted if I start reading your gosh darn comments and all, because now I want to be a part of the party and shit. But I'm wondering, chance meetings was my situations, was my example, I should say, this weekend, and it all has to do with feeling that new moon in Aquarius for sure, but also feeling Pisces rolling in. I feel like it was a moment in which this weekend, and I swear I'm going to get to this week, y'all, with this weekend in which we were giving glances, we were giving glimpses of what our lives were going to be like. Almost like if we wanted to start a pizza shop or a neighborhood bodega or something, we went to a party and Mr. Johnson was there. And Mr. Johnson was the old bodega owner on the corner. And you're like, hey, Mr. Johnson, what you doing at Sonja's party? Oh, I like Sonja. She's a good girl. I just came to have a beer and hang out with her. Oh, that's cool. What you doing? Oh, I'm moving to Puerto Rico. Why? I'm selling my bodega. What? You're selling your bodega, Mr. Johnson? As a matter of fact, I got about 100K I want to drop in your bodega. Can I buy it? You see what I'm saying? Has anyone had those types of run-ins this weekend? I'm just wondering. And if not, did you feel it coming on you? Did you know that you was in the right place? If you didn't have the actual conversations, did you feel like you were in the right place? The reason why I mentioned being dry and being thirsty is the fact that, and not thirsty like I'm about to show a boob, but thirsty like really like you are parched and need water, is because the emotional fortitude that's coming over us and the paradigm shifting is going down, clown. Yo, this 7 vibration, in which I talked about in my my Friday 2023 rundown, you need to check that thing out, y'all. This paradigm shifting that's coming over us is unlike any other. I woke up this morning and yesterday morning dizzy as hell, and I started to think, oh my God, I got Mystic in here. Can she dial 911 with a pause? And then I said, nah, it's not physical. I literally feel like I want to get out of here. And what I mean by that is not leave the planet, but like shift my existence. Like my old spaces and places are not working for me anymore. There were people and situations that I was calling on that just weren't available. And it's not to say my friends don't have lives and they got shit to do, but it was like hit and miss kind of feel. And I was like, this life is leaving. Something is changing. And that's where the dizzy came. That's where the thirst came. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? As I sips my orange juice, I'm wondering, and I can't wait to go back and read y'all's comment after I do this whatchamacallit. That sets us up. That sets us up for the week. You dig what I'm saying? That sets us up for what's about to happen and what's really, really going down. All this Pisces energy, all this water on top of the water rabbit being in effect. All of this water is coming into place. And gosh, let me take a squirrel moment and send so much light to all of the beautiful people and lost their lives in Monterey Park this weekend. Just ridiculous. And happy Chinese Lunar New Year to all of them and those sweet souls, and even the families of those people and those that were victimized and injured in any way. It's just ridiculous. And I don't mean to throw a little curveball in there, but it just hit my heart. So I got to put a little quiet prayer out to them. And I pray that you do the same sometime today. Okay. But with this energy rolling in, with this water energy rolling in, with this Pisces energy rolling in, with the shifting of the paradigms rolling in, with seeing the fact that this is no longer working. Like where I'm standing, I'm literally standing is dissolving underneath my feet. 2 minutes Instagram, then I'm headed on over to YouTube and I'm shutting you down. So click the link in the bio for my YouTube page. It's Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology. You see that Leo rising check? Plat, plat, plat. So come on over there, okay? The thing about it is when this Pisces energy gets up on us, you have no other choice but to listen to God. You have no other choice but to listen to your intuition, your angels, your guides. This dizzy feeling that's coming over you, you're going to have to succumb to it because it's actually putting us on our path. And as it puts us on our path, it's hitting Jupiter, well, not once, but twice this week. Come on, y'all. Don't play with me. Y'all know what Jupiter is? Jupiter is a planet of Skittles. You know what the Skittles are? Blessings, rewards, opportunities, evolution. Come on, man. We don't talk astrology just to be talking astrology. I ain't got time to waste with y'all motherfuckers. I ain't got time. We talking so we can get better, and it's all one. It's all in one. Okay, let's go. Let me just show you. The moon in Pisces tomorrow is squaring Mars. Uh-oh. Out the gate? Out the gate? Yeah, Sonja, let's go. There are internal instructions asking you to do something other than the thing that you're doing at the time. There's messages. So don't fight the urge to respond accordingly, okay? Or not at all at this time. You have to move. So here's the understanding of that. If the moon in Pisces is saying, I heard your Aunt Franny say, get your ass out there and start that pizza shop. I heard Aunt Franny say, buy that bodega from Mr. Johnson, okay? And then you're like, wait, what? Mars, action, motivation, anger, disturbances. Mars is like, are you kidding me? And Gemini, cynical, talking shit. Got all these words and excuses for that matter of why we shouldn't do a thing, trying to compartmentalize and figure out, well, I'll do that at 12 because at 2, I got this, at 3, I got this, at 5, I got this, at 6, I got this. Trying to execute on a multi-level type of way. If you are moving in that direction, but Aunt Franny is stopping you from the other side going, yo, I told you to go to Mr. Johnson's bodega and drop that 50K, however much he needs to open up that bodega. Stop. Pray on it. Call Mr. Johnson at least. Send them a text and say, I've been interested in your bodega. When can we have a meeting? Y'all hear what I'm saying? Even if you can't follow all the way through, make the initial contact. Does that make sense? Because when we're wrapped up into doing 5 or 6 or 7 things at one time, we can easily allow intuition, that moon in Pisces, those natural hits that come through the other side, just to go on by. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm sure I'll remember. Will you? When your Mars or the Mars in Gemini in the sky right now is firing off in 17,000 kind of ways? I'm just asking. I'm just saying. All right, Instagram, we're going to continue through Tuesday all the way up to Sunday. I want you to come on over to YouTube, please. We're going to continue this long-ass rundown, but you can come check it out at your leisure and join the family over there. Subscribe to my page, please, and send your friends and your family, okay? Even your exes, they can learn some shit, too. Maybe they come back and be nice. No, I'm just saying. Sonia Marie's Wordlife Astrology page on YouTube, all right? Do that thing. I'll see you in a minute. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. On Tuesday, also, the moon in Pisces will sextile Mercury. Let's think about it. Get the information so we can feel better about our choices. Ooh, don't you love when the moon and Mercury gets together, y'all? Come on, really. Thumbs up. Yes, yes, y'all. Anybody? 55 people in the joint. I love them. 36 likes. I appreciate y'all. We can get some more so YouTube can know I'm doing my job. But don't y'all love when the moon and Mercury gets together? Like, for real, think about it. The Mercury is about your brain and thinking and planning and strategizing, putting things in motion, cerebral-like, right? The thoughts, the understanding of a thing, how we communicate and how we listen. I must take a pause because I know I've said this about 5 times in my career at least, but you do know listening is a part of communication. Oftentimes when people talk about communication, people will take the opportunity to just say whatever is on their mind because they're narcissistic, because they're egotistic, or at the very least, they don't have a lot of people to talk about. So when they get with people, it's like, blah, let me tell you what I did. Let me tell you about my day. And at the end of the conversation, you're like, oh, almost forgot about you. What about you? Communication is about listening as well. So when the moon and Mercury communication, we can listen, right? Matches up with the emotion. Oh, snap. That means there's this figure 8 sway in which both parties are getting what they need. Have you ever had a conversation like that? like for real, for real. And what you get with a friend, and I'm breaking this down because I know I said this 1,000 times, or I should say that I said this aspect 1,000 times, the moon, sextile, and Mercury. I know I've said it, but I've never broken it down like this. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and you actually take about 2 minutes to share your day and then ask questions about their day? And then they share their day and then they ask questions about something that you just went through. And it volleys back and forth. It's so natural. It's so pleasing to the heart. It doesn't allow one person to get overthrown by the next person's vibration. Why? Because both people, both parties are important. Try that tomorrow, because the moon will be in Pisces tomorrow, and it will sextile what's that Mercury in Capricorn. It's not about controlling the conversation. It's about adding to it, allowing it to flow. Does that make sense? All right, let's move it on. That moon in Pisces is sextile in Uranus. Y'all know Uranus just went direct. Pow! All freaking planets are going direct right now. Everybody is on board. How about that? And Uranus going direct is a big deal because that mug has been retrograde for some time, and it has been retrograde rounded about that new that north node that we was talking about that hit together, a direct conjunction on May 31st, and then it slowed down. It gave us all the new that we wanted to do in our lives, and then all of a sudden it went retrograde and allowed us all to kind of review the new information that's coming through. Really, do you want that bodega? Well, now that Uranus is going direct, Aunt Fanny is on the other side going, yep, it's time to get that bodega. It sounds like a weird ass idea, but it's time to jump on it because Uranus deals with weird. Uranus deals with the unconventional. So if Uranus is hitting the moon tomorrow, it feels beyond your physical capability to do something new, but your intuition is pushing you and it knows best. This is where the trust begins. This is where the trust begins. Hallelujah. I want to scream and hear the organs right now. You know why? Because we talked about this on Friday. Rewind, selector, and go back to my other video that I just did on 2023, please, because it's a big deal about trust this year. We have to regain trust, y'all, not just within ourselves. That's first and foremost. And forgive ourselves for the mistakes that we made. Forgive ourselves for the hearts that we broken. Forgive ourselves for holding on to pain a whole lot longer than we should have, right? Forgive ourselves and trust love over and over and over again. Now it begins. Now it begins that this trust comes open, because when we trust ourselves, we can trust the next person. There's way too many people on here that I can sense in it right now that's saying, fuck a trust. I don't trust nobody. My mother taught me not to trust nobody. My daddy taught me not to trust nobody. I trust that dude and he didn't do blah, 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 blah. And I trust this situation and it didn't work out the way that it worked out. Yeah, I get that. Probably so. Did you learn something? I hope so. Because the only way that you can survive on this planet is if you trust somebody again and one more again. You know why? Because we can't do shit by ourselves, y'all. You can't sit in the house by yourself all day, every day, because you don't trust. Because you don't trust. No, you can't, TT. Stop it. Because you don't trust. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We got to trust at least one person, because if you don't, you crumble. If you don't, you're not listening. If you don't, the blessings can't come, because not all the blessings are going to come to your doorstep. They may come to my doorstep to give it to you. But if it comes to my doorstep and I knock on your door to give it to you and you keep the door closed, how the fuck you going to be blessed? That's all I'm saying, because you don't trust me. I'm not trying to shank you. Open the door. Let me put this on you. I'm just saying, not just Sonia. I'm just using myself as an example for all the smart Alex out there. I trust you, Sonia. I'll open the door for you. Will you? I don't know. Maybe in the middle of the night. I might surprise your ass. Okay. Anyway, the bottom line is, let me start with this download. We got to trust to move forward. And this is where it begins, y'all. This is where we open up, because Uranus is something new. Uranus says we're not doing this thing the way we used to do it. And I'm going forward now. I'm no longer in reverse, having you kind of review it and coddle your goddamn fears and indecisions. No, no, no. We're going forward. It's time to go. It's time to do the crazy. And we are a part of the crazy, okay? All right. Enough of that. And yes, like I said, I referenced D nice. Why? Because the sun tomorrow is sextile in Jupiter. Huh? It's a party. D nice, baby, for sure, for sure. Spiritual enlightenments tomorrow. Opportunities. The gates are flinging open. Abundance. Travel. Expansion. You know you want to do that thing. You know you won't get it on you. But the only way you can get it on you is if you trust. You're going to sit in your house and wait for Jesus to show up at your doorstep. Jesus ain't coming to the projects. Jesus ain't coming to the suburbs. Jesus actually is already here walking around somewhere, but he can't come in your house if you don't open the door and trust, is the point. I contradict myself. He can't come if you don't open up the door if you don't trust. Okay. Now, Tuesday, as the sun is hitting Jupiter, open up all these ways to expand, open up all these beautiful blessings that are coming your way. Remember, Jupiter is in Aries. I act like I got some alcohol in here. It's a psychological thing, y'all. I'm at a party talking shit up. And another thing. It's actually orange juice. Y'all know that. But Jupiter is in Aries. So Jupiter in Aries, as it's hitting that moon Tuesday night, is saying, yo, we got time. I ain't going to waste my Skittles on this motherfucker if they don't want it. I'm just going to go to the next door. You know what I mean? Understood. That opens the door up for Wednesday, because Wednesday is a hell of a day. I put in my notes, what a dope ass day. Wear your best outfit, y'all, and be big in it. I mean that. As I was writing these notes, I was like, I wonder how many people are going to actually do that on Wednesday. Wear your best outfit. Please, like shine just cuz. If you don't wear your best outfit and you don't want to look like you're going to church when you go in the store, then wear the color that makes you feel big, that makes you feel vibrant. Is it a beautiful golden yellow? Is it a fuchsia pink? And is it that light blue? Is it white? You understand what I'm saying? That's going to make you shine and stand out and have the angels and the gnomes see you as you're walking and as you're floating on right above the ground. I'm serious. You want to know why? Let me run down the goddamn aspects for my astrology students, and then I'll go back and explain, Lucy. Okay? The moon is conjunct in Neptune on Wednesday. The moon is sextile in Pluto on Wednesday. The moon is conjunct in Jupiter again, ding, 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 on Wednesday. The moon is sextile in the sun. Did y'all hear any contrary aspects in that shit? I'm just saying, y'all. Come on, Wednesday's the day. Tuesday is going to roll us into Wednesday for show, as it always does, but on some Jupiter chariot shit. Going, boing, boing, boing. Who got the goddamn blessings? Who got the mots? Come on, East Coasters, y'all. Somebody, please don't leave me hanging. Who got the mots? Another reason why I'm Wordlife Astrology, because I'm always referencing hip hop and music. I got to. It's in my blood. I'm just saying, I'm an 80s baby. I can't get rid of it. I'm going to be that old lady at 80 years old talking about who got the mots, Come on, everybody, who got the mots? I'm just saying, that's just going to be me. So, Buster, I read, good God, Sonia. I ran down all of those aspects. Let me explain to you. The first one, the moon in conjunction with Neptune. Didn't we say to pay attention to spirit? With the moon going into Pisces, you got to pay attention to spirit, but it is conjuncting Neptune. Neptune is Pisces' planet. Neptune is Pisces' planet in Pisces, because that's a conjunction when two planets are the same sign. What? So here's the deal. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, I need you to pray. I need you to meditate. I need you to get in tune. Before you throw on that beautiful outfit, before you throw on that bright yellow, whatever you're going to wear, I need you to fortify yourself with some prayers. I need you to fortify yourself with some oils, something that you feel is sacred to you. Put that little thin layer, that little veil of prayer and love and protection around you, okay? So all things good can find you, and all things that are negative can repel. Because Neptune and the moon coming together, it's about having that army of angels. It's about tapping into your intuition. It's about tapping into your imagination. It's about hearing birds singing. It's about art. It's about escaping on some level. So the contrary addition aspect to that is that, are you trying to escape way too far? Please don't do that. Please don't escape way too much. Why? We need you to pull it back so you can bring whatever inspiration, whatever you're getting through the ethers, apply it to the planet, apply it to the babies, give it to your best friend, put it on your man, put it on your lady. The bottom line is, whatever is coming and streaming through the ethers that day, for sure, you have to bring it, you have to give it some type of application. Why? We're in Aquarius season. Aquarius season says, yo, I don't do nothing for myself. First of all, I do it for the people. And Aquarius season is about actually applying situations so we can get better in the future. Aquarius is all about the future. Where are we headed? We can't just do shit for naught, just to be fancy. That would be Leo. That would be Leo energy, just doing shit to be fancy. The opposite of Leo is Aquarius. And the way it's like, yeah, we can be a little bit of fancy, but we got to put it out there. We got to build on this thing. We got to make sure people are saved, so to speak. So if this information is coming through and you far too much escaping tomorrow and you got your day off and you just want to smoke out, I mean, okay, you can smoke out, but share what you get in those smoke out findings. I hope y'all understand my freaking comedy. That's all I want to know. As well as the moon sextile and Pluto, power up for that inner control. Power up for that inner control. I'm going to say it one more time. Power up for that inner control. And what that means is that oftentimes when we feel this excitement, this celebration, this Jupiter shit, this Pisces expansion, when we feel it, especially weird ass humans, a few of them will get a little pumped up. You understand what I'm saying? Ego will ride. Ego will ride. But what we're asking here with the moon in Pisces, that sextile and Pluto and its power in Capricorn, it's about going inside with that power, standing firm in that power, and controlling your emotions with that power. Meaning, don't let people get you off your square. Meaning, understand that when you respond emotionally all over people, especially in a Pluto kind of way, it can destroy some shit that can never, ever, ever, ever be taken back. So if you're going to control your inner power, control it in a way in which you can look at people and go, I kind of feel sad for you. I feel sad for you for being so damn petty in this moment. I hope I didn't strike a chord with somebody. I don't like petty. I personally think it's a waste of time. Some people think it's funny. Some people think it's just cerebral information that they can pass off. But petty is a waste of time. Petty is a waste of emotion. Petty is a deflection. Petty is getting the information off of you so you can put it on somebody else. And when the moon sextiles with Pluto, we ain't got time for petty, because oftentimes that petty can reverberate back in you, and then you get taken off of your square and you respond in a way that's too powerful, and you start shutting down opportunities that come your way because you're petty, but you think it's power. Y'all get that? Do y'all get that? I hope so. Yes, y'all. If you have questions, please ask them. So stay in your power on Wednesday. The moon is conjuncting, wait, what? The moon is conjuncting Jupiter. Come on now. Oh, I'm like, how did that happen if Jupiter is in Aries? Well, because in the middle of the day, the moon goes into Aries. So the moon was conjuncting Neptune when it was in Pisces. The moon was sextiling Pluto when it was in Pisces. But the moon will conjunct Jupiter when it turns into Aries on Wednesday. Blessings raining in. Remember that new moon in Aquarius opened the door to a magic collab. This is the portal of rewards and opportunities as you evolve. Yes, y'all, to the beat. You know why? And I talk about magical collabs. That's what I thought about this weekend. Like, how many of us had that little run-in? I didn't. Maybe I had half of one. But the bottom line is, if you opened up to that new moon Aquarius energy that says, let's get some new friends, let's get some new groups, let's get some new opportunities, some new collaborations that can launch us in a new direction and our new way of form of career and our new idea of leaving our legacy. Jupiter comes in on Wednesday as the moon conjuncts Jupiter and says, yeah, I got your back. Not only Excuse me, y'all, for burping. But not only did we open up that door this weekend, and the new collabs are coming in, I'm gonna bring you some blessings with that. I'm gonna bring you some opportunities. I'm gonna bring you some evolution with that. I'm gonna bring you some evolved spiritual notions with that. I mean that. Like oftentimes when we open up to the blessings, we evolve and we mature. Man, that's a heavy download. I don't know if I want to get into right now. That just took over me real quick. I'll give a little bit. I heard Spirit say, and that's where we need to trust. Because that's why we need to trust. Because what happens is that if we don't go into these new opportunities openly, we can't trust the new that's coming in, and we'll shut it down before it even gets started. You got to trust if you want these blessings to come in again. And when we trust and these blessings come in, we get moved to these new levels, and we're opened up to new friendships. We're opened up to new groups. We actually trust these new groups and these new friendships because they come with gifts. They come with opportunities, Jupiter. You understand that? When we keep our eyes open, we stay discerning, of course, but we welcome it because we're tired of what just happened. We're over it. We're getting dizzy and waking up thirsty. Paradigms are shifting and shit. You can't wake up thirsty and be shifting through your paradigms and then be scared about going into the next space. You're going to be lost in the motherfucking void. You talking about a moon and void of course. Your ass going to be void of course. How you going to leave the past behind but don't want to go where the future's going? You're going to be caught in the void of course all damn day. You get that? Come on, Wednesday's a day full of blessings, but you got to trust the collabs. You got to trust the people. You got to trust this Aquarius energy that wants you to get it on them, that wants you to be a part of the crew, y'all. There's new crews that are coming, and they think just like you. Trust me when I tell you. You got to ask questions, though. Be vocal about it, okay? Because Aquarius don't know how to shut up. Understand that. Aquarius energy is very, 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 very vocal. You understand? Conversation for everybody and the grandmother around. As long as you ain't talking about feelings and shit, Aquarius energy got something to say. Got something to say. So talk about it. Get it on you. Watch for the opportunities. And then at the end of the day, the moon sextiles the sun. Come on now. That's ego. That's ego and your feelings aligning one for the other. Again, in Aquarius and Aries. Let's go. Let's go. Aquarius loves Aries. Let's go. You got the fortitude, the brain, the cerebral understanding is what Aries asks. Aquarius is like, hell yeah, you know I got all that shit. All right, then let's go. Aries says, let's go. I'll push it forward. I'll be the pioneer. I'll be the one that pushes away anything that comes in the way. With the moon in Aries on Wednesday, boom, just get out the way. I ain't got time for your ass. I ain't got time to sit here and think about what you shoulda, coulda do and all the victimhood and the goddamn sniffling. And I ain't got time for that, is what Aries says. We got blessings to get. We got blessings to get. I'm not saying your emotions are not valid. They absolutely are. But I need you to think about it from an objective kind of point of view, boo-boo. Are you doing this to yourself? Are these the same tears that you're crying? Is it some shit within you that you got to change? Like for real. It's the same things that are coming up, y'all. I swear it is. And if it's coming up, it's because it's you. It's something in you that's changing. Let it change and stop pointing your finger at people. It ain't them. Especially if it's the same shit. Hello. On Thursday, let's go. The moon is in Aries, like I said, but Venus turns into Pisces. Oh, ain't that cute? In the evening, though, at 9:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love orange juice. Is when Venus goes into Pisces. I love when Venus is in Pisces. I really wish I had a natal Venus in Pisces. To be truthful with you. It's kind of impossible for me to have it as a Cancer because it's so far away from my sun. But anyway, that's a whole nother astrological situation in which I don't want to talk about right now. But Pisces, Venus, that means you love. We will have the propensity to love unconditionally. That's where the trust gets fortified. Because Venus and Pisces, forgives very, very easily. Venus in Pisces is about feeding the babies. Venus in Pisces is about answering to the elders. Venus in Pisces is about allowing wisdom and intuition to be our guides. Venus in Pisces is about loving so big, like it gets all over in everybody. Venus in Pisces is me having a conversation with the woman at the supermarket this morning. And I literally looked at her and I said, you know what? Thank you for being so pleasant when I come to the store. I really, really appreciate that. I said, you make coming to the store really easy. And she looked at me like, whoa, almost like nobody has ever said that before, but stopped and really just literally said, thank you, clear. She didn't want to run over my compliment, but I had to thank her because she personified love. This is Wednesday. This is Thursday, Wednesday, Shamir. I'm flying into Thursday. Venus goes into Pisces on Thursday, 9:33 p.m. Right? She validated love, that Piscean kind of love. She don't know me. She don't know me from a can of paint. She don't know my name. But every time I come in there, she smiles. She gives me a little bit of Spanish, in which she helps me test my Spanish. And she laughs at me because sometimes I get it wrong and I sound crazy. But I'm trying. But she gives me that unconditional love. It's like that. You see somebody that looks beautiful, give it to them. Oh, you look beautiful, sis. You see somebody got some dope ass sneakers on, bro. Those sneakers are crazy. Make people feel good as this Venus is in Pisces. Y'all hear what I'm really, really saying? Look it up. Google Venus in Pisces and act accordingly. It allows so much to come to your heart. Please trust me when I tell you. Void of what these other weird ass human beings are saying. To don't trust, to get armor up, to watch your back. All these people are dying. Yes, all this shit is going down, but you can't dictate how my heart is loving another. God, I want to make that a goddamn t-shirt. All these negative things is going on around there, but yo, don't try to change my heart. Don't try to change my heart. I know it's going down. Don't you know it's very, very possible to be very realistic about the negativity that's going on around you and not allow it to affect you? People don't think that that's possible. People think that we got to be just as tough, just as much as the popo, as a detective, somebody in that shit. I got to be riding along with them. You disturb your own peace by keep continuously checking up on the fear of other folks. Get that? Anyway, so in Thursday, Shamir, continuing on, the moon is sextiling Mars. Remember, Mars is in Gemini, the moon is in Aries. Could potentially get a lot done today. In my notes, I put, stay fierce and decisive and joyful in your multitasking. So as we get the information from Spirit day or two before, now we got the assignment. Now the moon is out of Pisces and we got the assignment on Thursday. And the assignment on Thursday is to execute to go. Because the moon and Mars will hook up. But you got to be decisive. Libra energy, rise on the moon and the sun. You got to be decisive. Virgos, trying to pick out the details and figure it all out. You got to be decisive. Make a freaking choice is the point. Because on Thursday, Mars ain't stopping for nobody. Mars ain't stopping for nobody when it got Aries like its buddy on its side. You dig that? I'm saying. On Thursday too, though, your head may get a little foggy. Why? Because the moon in Aries is squaring Mercury in Capricorn. Two captains of the ship. Should we be led by our physicality and our aggression or the practical way of thinking? That's a real question for you for Thursday. Because it's two captains, like I said, two captains. Get the words right. Two captains of the ship. Aries and the Capricorn, they're really strong in the way that they lead. But Capricorn leads, as it's in our brain capacity, Mercury, it's going to lead with practicality. This just doesn't seem right. I don't understand why we need to do X, Y, and Z. And the moon in Aries is like, look, motherfucker, for the last day or two, we've been going. Go, go, go. Didn't you hear the instructions? Do. Go, go, go. And there's going to be some kind of fight, contention. Here's the deal. Maybe throughout the day, you can decide which you should lead with. Should you lead with your head and its practicality, or should you lead with your emotions to start something new? That's a question. Should you respond with some type of ingenuity, resourcefulness? That's moon in Aries. That's a real question. And throughout the day, you may have to flip-flop, but be clear. Be really, really clear what part you're utilizing so they don't fight. Does that make sense? Yes, yes, y'all. I know that y'all listening intently. I always do, because y'all slow down your comments, or you dropped out, or you on the toilet and you just don't want to make a comment because your hands are busy. I'm just saying. 63 people in here, and I appreciate the 53 likes. Yo, I'm trying to pump this channel up. That is my goal for 2023, y'all, for real. So I need your help. Please share this video. Please replay this video over and over again. Please give donations if you'd like. I'd really appreciate that. All the information is in the description box below. Please subscribe and invite your friends to subscribe. All right. So these people on YouTube know I'm doing my job. It's the course that I need to take in order to get my show. And I mean that. Shameless plug. We got to get this information out into the world, because I live and die by the shit that I speak. And I know a lot of it has worked for me and those that I love. So I just want to share. So I want to share with as many millions as I can. All right. Help me grow this channel, y'all, as I take a sips. And by the way, I think a friend or somebody put on here that I had 222,000 followers. I don't. I have 2,000.22. Y'all ain't see that little dot in between the twos? So it may not be as much as you think. It's okay, because we're going to grow it bigger than that. Right, y'all? Right, family? Let's do it. As I take a sip. I must be loud because my neighbor next door got some electronical techno. Boom, 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 boom. Probably trying to drown out my voice. It's okay. On Friday, the moon goes into Taurus at 6:42 p.m. Before that, though, it will stay in Aries for a little while. So it's going to sextile Saturn. I love that. Do you see a pattern here? First of all, it's 1 or 2 squares. Not too much with our brain on Thursday. What was the other square? With Mars on Tuesday. We can navigate that. We can navigate that. Pay attention. There's another square on Friday. But for the most part, there's a lot of sextiles and a lot of conjunctions. And especially with Jupiter. This is the week, y'all. Not only are we going forward, we're inviting the Jupiter blessings by doing what? Who's paying attention? How are we inviting the Jupiter blessings into this joint? What's that one word that we have to do? It has 5 letters, and I'm not going to say it until somebody says it. What do we have to do, Jessica? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Keena. I swear to God, if I can give Keena a gold star. That's right, Medea. We got to trust. That's right. That's right, L. Bell. That's right, EJ. J. Walker, Karen. I'm sorry. Catherine, Desiree, trust. It may be scary, I know, but just trust a little bit. Baby steps. Don't trust them with your baby. Maybe trust them with the baby's hat. So you can buy a new hat if you have to. That's all I'm saying. Baby steps. All right, let's get back to Friday. The moon in Aries will sextile Saturn. This is the reason why I'm like, yes, this is why I paused and was like, it's a good week. Anything that has a favorable aspect to Saturn is a good deal. I mean, in my opinion, because Saturn gets us working. Saturn gets us focused. Saturn gets us some results out this mug. Because Saturn, again, Capricorn's planet, the grandpa of the zodiac, whips the goddamn whip to say, yo, I ain't got time for you motherfuckers. You sitting around asking for things, wanting things, sniveling and stuff. We'll work for it. Be diligent in it. Have a plan. Create a ritual if you need to. Bring back traditions if you must. Approach those fears if you have to. Like, we got things to do for the collective. Be industrious and independent about the work that's needed for the collective. Find your area and work it. And then I put Tina right here because I was going to start singing, but work it. Remember that song? Work it, baby. I love Tina Marie, gosh darn it. I miss her so much. And anyway, that song, Work It, that she has, that's what it's about. It's about working it. But here's the other thing in regards to that. I didn't want to just fly over that. But because it's in Aquarius, it's about being independent. And it's about staying in your motherfucking lane. I really, really mean that. And I mean that from a point where you can't splay on everybody else's, all over everybody else's job. You can't look at me and say, Sonja, that didn't sound right for the moon to be in, and then look at Shamia and be like, Shamia, those locks look crazy. Girl, I think you should do it like this. And then look at, I don't know, I'm pulling somebody out of my ass, Desiree, who has a gosh darn cupcake thing, be like, ooh, those 5 cupcakes are good, but that 6th one is whack. First of all, what do you do, sir? What do you do, ma'am? Can you stay in your lane? Can you perfect your lane? Can you look at Saturn on Friday and see what you need to work for in your lane? How you need to approach your own lessons, your own fears in your lane so you can get better? Stop checking me and Desiree and Shamia and everybody else in the job that we're doing. What do you do? That's the real question when it comes to Friday for real. When you want Saturn to help you stay in your lane. Also, when Friday and that moon is squaring Pluto, that's a hard square right there. If you don't stay in your lane and you want to point and check on everybody else's job, because Aquarius can spin you out. Aquarius, Saturn, and Aquarius, sextile in that moon and Aries that I just talked about. Tina, work it, staying in your lane. If you don't, you can get arrogant. You can get arrogant again, checking Sonja, checking Shamia, checking all of these people. And your arrogance makes you think that you know a goddamn thing. Well, if that's the situation, here comes the moon squaring Pluto to knock you off your square, to make powerful people in situations come in and check you real quick, like myself. Excuse me, boo-boo. I've been dealing with this astrology thing for the last 25 years. And although you have a little bit of information, I respect that. And I respect your need to want to grow in that. But what you said just now was really, really wrong. Let me handle this. And you go on there and make them cupcakes like you do and do the thing that you do. All right. Let me stay on my job. Power struggle. The power of another person, individual, or situation can come and knock your shit out. You understand what I mean? You get what that means? It can stand up for whatever it believes that it is powerful and geared to do in this particular lifetime and throw you way off. Does that make sense? Yes, y'all? Okay. On Friday, moon sextiles Venus. See your worth in it, recognize your power, and define it differently. It's beneficial for so many, and it may make you money. Stay in your passion, not the fight for power. Stay in your passion, not the fight for power. So if somebody comes and wants to knock you off your square, or you're not feeling powerful, go to this Venus and this moon sextiling on Friday and stay in the passion of it all, the desire of it all. All right, sit on, you don't think I know astrology? All right, I'm going to come back. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to have these clients. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. Hey, even if it is proving me wrong, prove me wrong by diving into your passion, honey, by diving into love, Venus, honey, by diving into value in the way you can see your value merited for yourself. I could be dead and gone. Be the next one to do it is all I'm saying, but you ain't got to prove it is the point. Stay in your passion. Stay in your love for it, for love's sake, for worth's sake, for value's sake, for the entire world, not just to prove you right. Does that make sense? Come on now. I'm talking today, y'all. I could feel it. My knees are sweating. And I got shorts on. Saturday, the moon goes into Taurus. Well, the moon will be in Taurus by the end of Friday, but it's full blast in Taurus on Saturday, and we might wake up a little crunchy. What's up, cute life dance? How you doing, sweetie pie face? You may wake up a little crunchy on Saturday. I'm just saying, it ain't a typical Saturday. Why? Because the moon is squaring the sun. Crunchy morning, place that energy into cleaning rather than arguing with others or picking on yourself. Clean the house Saturday. Go run a 5K in the morning. Like, divert that energy because your ego may be a little bit out of whack. Possibly maybe because somebody threw you off your power the day before. Remember the moon squaring Pluto? I'm just saying, it all rolls into one another. We ain't got time for that though. Don't feel crunchy. Get it off you. Whatever's behind you ain't got no more worth. You learn from it, you move on. Makes sense, everybody? Yes, y'all. On Saturday, see, at least you can get your brain in the mix with the moon, trine, and Mercury. You'll be able to communicate your needs. You need to see the path to stay focused. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing, y'all. Trust that. So if Saturday we wake up feeling a little crunchy, ain't nobody trying to listen to us. We feel there's some arrogance that goes up against the need to move, or I should say the need to be methodical and take our time. Why? Because the moon is in Taurus, methodical movement, where the sun is in Aquarius, fucking arrogant and needs whatever it needs to be done. That's the square off, or I should say that's the fight, the crunchiness on Saturday. Well, at least we'll be able to talk. At least we'll be able to communicate because the Mercury and the moon are meshing very well on Saturday. So if you got this crunchy ass feeling, explain yourself. Explain yourself, as I like to say, Ricky Ricardo style. Explain yourself, Lucy. Get it out there. Be goddamn mature about the thing. Oftentimes when we communicate maturely, we don't put blame on other people. We say, this is how I feel. It's not to say that you did this. It's not to say it was your intention. I'm taking the responsibility off of you, and I'm telling you how I perceive it. How I perceive it is X, Y, and Z. It made me feel a certain way. I just want to let you know when you say those words. This is what you do when you say it like that and you set up situations like that. You allow the person to take responsibility to either A, continue to say however the fuck they want to say it, because in their mind, they're like, fuck it. That's how you took it. If you're going to take it like that, that's on you, boo-boo. That's a choice. And in that case, you may not want to be around that person or share certain things with them because they are not sensitive to how you feel. Or they can take that information and be like, okay, I don't want to hurt you. So I'm going to say it differently next time because I still want to be true to myself. But I don't want to say it in a way that's going to break down our communication or our relationship. So let me be sensitive to how it is you are taking it. That's responsibility and that's proper communication. Back to that word, okay? To listen and speak, but not blame folks. Aquarius energy is like, you don't need to blame. Just tell them how you feel and move on. Yo, and on Saturday, it ends up with the moon conjuncting Taurus, Uranus and Taurus. How's it feel to, I didn't even finish the sentence. Somebody must have came in at that time. How's it feel to step into the new? I just put, how's it feel to step? I'm like, huh? How's it feel to step into the new? That's a real question. How's it feel, y'all? By Saturday, I need y'all to really ask that question to yourself. How does it feel to be in this new space? Okay, let me set you up. This paradigm shifted this last weekend. I just got dizzy just now. That's crazy. The power dynamics, the paradigm that's shifting will absolutely begin to materialize over the next few weeks. Show us where it's shifting, how it's shifting. Friends no longer responding. The way in which we communicate no longer works that way. Maybe we move and we get kicked out of our house almost instantly. Like things are shifting. How does it feel? With the moon conjuncting Uranus? Uranus is going direct now. How does it feel to be new and improved? Again, you know why that's a tender question? Because if the moon in Taurus doesn't feel right, the moon in Taurus will shut shit down. The moon in Taurus, remember, Taurus energy don't like to change at all. And that motherfucker's getting twisted because Uranus, the planet of change, is in Taurus. That's an oxymoron damn near. You understand where I'm coming from? So the bottom line is you got to check in with the moon on Friday night. How does it feel? How does it Saturday night? How does it really, really feel to have this newness on me? Is it am I executing it in a way in which it's proper for me in a sense? Like, is it the necessary speed? Do I have the right connections? Am I with the right partner? Do I need better cohorts when I do this? Should I write this thing over so I can make my proposal or my contract seem better, fair? You understand what I'm saying? Fair to most. I'm just saying, how does it feel to step into this new? Because if you don't feel right, you're going to hold back your own progress. And when it's time, when everybody is going in one direction, you'll be so gosh darn rebellious and hell-bent not to go because all the ducks didn't land in a row. It's not about the ducks landing in a row no more, y'all. We just got to jump. We got to trust. I'm not going to kill the freaking cow. because I think I did already. Trust. Okay. Sunday, the moon stays in Taurus. Let me run it down real quick, and then I'm going to be done with this gosh darn rundown. An hour and 8 minutes in, the moon sextiles Neptune. Here we go, a dreamy Sunday. Dreaming Sunday. Dreamy Sunday makes everything feel real. Oh, I like that. Who wrote that? Feel pretty today? Maybe. Nurtured and calm. Watch for instructions to pour on in. I love that. Again, more angels talking to you, getting it on your Neptune Pisces style, but now the moon in Taurus is hitting it. And the moon in Taurus is like, okay, I appreciate my angels talking to me because they have me walking steadily to my goals. They're holding my hand calmly. They're not pushing and being a boss with it. They're trying to do their best to convince me this is the best way to go. I'm just saying. Sunday, the moon squares Saturn. Although you may feel it ethereally to move where you need to be, it's squaring up against Saturn's need to work for the collective. It's squaring up against Saturn's need to be different. Oh, wow. That's a push and pull, ain't it? I stopped because I recognized the different things that I was saying throughout this weekly rundown, and the fact that it truly is a matter of trust. And it's a matter of you saying to yourself, do you want to jump off the cliff like the fool and try something different? And the fool in the best way, the most positive way, right? Do you want to say, take me, God, take me and allow me to go wherever it is at wherever I need to go? Or are you going to, I don't know, base your steps, your future dreams on what it is you've done already? That's a real question. The mistakes that you've done, even the fucking victories that you've had. If you merit your future on what you did in the past, I don't know. That's where that moon squares up against that Saturn is. And honestly, you can look like a deer in a headlight. You'd rather work and keep your discipline that is unique and works, faces. Oh, right. You'd rather do what you think that will work, is what I wrote here, because it was proven back in the day, than jump off the cliff like the fool. I was just trying to read the notes that I wrote and didn't realize that I said whatever it is I wrote already. However, the sun is trining Mars on the same day. That's a trick. So you don't want to work, but you want to move. You don't want to be disciplined, but you want to express Mars. Okay, so that means if you got to burn some shit off, burn it off. Again, go run a 5K, do whatever you need to do. Put some energy into something that can build the steps towards where you're going. To what? Build a motherfucking trust. Because Taurus is like, yo, if we're going to do this thing, I got to have some proof. So if you feel like you don't have the discipline on Sunday, if you're a little scared, if you feel like, what I did in the past worked better, I don't know. Take the proper steps. Mars is connecting with the sun that day. And Mars is like, yo, just do a little bit. Just make the phone call. Just build, I don't know, instead of buying the whole bodega, why don't you try to sell some cake out of the back of your truck and see if your cakes will sell? You understand what I'm saying? Throw the idea out of that. Baby steps. So you can prove to yourself that it can be done with Mars in action on Sunday. And then you'll have some proof behind that. And you won't feel so goddamn slighted. You can trust yourself now. And look at that. Sonja's so damn good. I want to jump up as I glance to Mercury trining Uranus, the last aspect of Sunday. There's the trust right there. Because now thinking differently, rebelliously, but with a plan makes it make sense. So you can see the method to your madness. Come on now. See the method to your madness. The baby steps. You trust yourself by allowing the plan to come together. Baby steps, one by one. That worked. Okay, let me do it one more time. That worked too. Oh shit, let me do it one more time. These are for the people that don't like to jump. These are for the people that are really, really skittish about, oh shit, I'm gonna get that bodega. I don't know if this is gonna work. Baby steps. Because if we stay in this fear, this weird ass fear, they're gonna get us, y'all. They gonna get us. And I mean they, the infamous they, and they, the fears that you rock with all damn night. that's in your backpack on your back. We all got fears, but we don't want it to impede on our progress and our evolution. It's way too much to do, personally and collectively. It's time to get it, but we got to get it within ourselves first. We got to convince ourselves first. We got to get the confidence first. We got to take the baby steps first. We got to know that it's time to go first. We got to know that the opportunities, Jupiter is there first. We have to know our angels and our ancestors always been on our back first. We have to know that the paradigm is shifting and it's putting us, forcing us in different places in our evolution so we can be new at a place. We're no longer the super senior. We're freshmen out this motherfucker in a whole nother educational situation. You get that? Be excited to be the freshman and the new chick, the new dude on campus. Y'all get that analogy? Be excited about that instead of scared. Oh my God, they're going to jump me. They're going to take my books, my lunch money. No. Walk on campus with your theme music. Boom, chicka, boom. I'm here. Woo, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Hey, my name is Sonya. What's going on? You want to drink some orange juice? Ow. You understand what I'm saying? Be happy to be the freshman. Get some new shit done. It's time. I do that every time I make a little declaration. Y'all should be out drinking with me. It'll be 6 times in the night. Sonya, why are you doing that? I don't know. Put it down. Put it down. We call it on the ancestors, the people. We ain't got time to be fucking with y'all. I ain't messing with all y'all negativity. Y'all fearing everybody else here in the bar. Drink up. Be happy. Oh, I'm so goofy to myself. All right, one lucky person want to get a read real quick. What's your sun, your moon, and your rising? Put it on up. I hope y'all get this read. I hope this helped you. I mean, this rundown. I hope it helped you. And if you missed the 2023 rundown, please go to the video prior to this and drop a donation, please. I appreciate that. A girl works hard. 46 people still stuck in here. Y'all the bomb diggity. That's for you. Oh, Keena. You're so cute, Keena. What sign are you, Keena? I forget. Okay, 21 JNCL. That's not helping me, boo-boo. I don't know which one is your sun. I don't know which one is your rise. I don't know which one is your moon. You can't do that to a sister. I mean, I am slightly psychic. I hate to call myself psychic, but I'm intuitive and tuned in. But to be truthful with you, I'm not guessing. Help me out here. Somebody else want to put in their sun, their moon, and their rising sign. It's way too much to do, personally and collective. That's right, Keena. I like when you quote me. R. Clark. Let's do it, baby bubba. Let's do it. Chicken got her glasses, but we're going to do it like this. Capricorn sun, Libra rising, and Sagittarius moon. Well, first of all, thank God for that Sag moon. That's for ding dong damn sure. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Capricorn and Libra is facing off, R. Clark. You know that, right? Your Capricorn sun, no problem, 21 JNCI. I get you next time, baby. R. Clark, that Capricorn sun and that Libra rise is a square. And whenever your rising squares your sun, it's always tricky. Why? Because you approach the world totally different than who you are. So that means people are reading the rise on you. The Libra diplomat, the Libra, good God, Sonya, I'm losing my words. I need to go get some ginkgo, y'all. The Libra dignified, charming mug. I love Libra rising people. They just have this class, this dignified class that's on them, that shimmies when they walk into the room, like they're almost untouchable. I love Libra rise like that. And it's incredibly social and always debative in the most pleasant way. It loves to debate, that Libra rise, because it always wants to see somebody's a different point of view, a different perspective. So they can possibly devise a different perspective. Oh, I never thought about it, such and such and such and such. But here's the conundrum. Your Capricorn sun don't want to be wherever you're at. Libra rising will always bring you to the party. Your Capricorn sun is like, all right, what time is this shit over? Because I got work to do. I either got work to do or I'm going to bed. I ain't trying to fuck with y'all. So it's really, really tricky. to be in this existence, sweetie pie, with that Libra rise and that Capricorn sun. You got to be really, really aware of who the next person is reading. Because this is what the Capricorn would do. The Capricorn would be like, oh, you got me fucked up. I ain't really trying to be out all day. So what did that Libra rising say last night? Oh, girl, I'll be there. I'm just saying, pay attention to what you say. Now, here's the other part, though. I said, thank God for that Sagittarius moon, because the Sagittarius moon wants to rock with the Libra. You know that, right? The Sagittarius moon wants to have a good time. Sagittarius moon people are always for the party and always optimistic. And the Sagittarius moon, how you feel, the optimism you feel helps to shake your Capricorn pessimism every now and again. It's like, it's all right, Cap. We can do it. It's all right. It's always good, in my opinion, to have a positive vibration attached to Capricorn somewhere, somehow. Why? Because Capricorn energy, although it's ambitious and it's serious and it's strong and it takes care of people and it's very sensitive in its own way, it can get down in the dumps oftentimes and put way too much responsibility on their shoulders, you dig, to perform, to produce, to make it better for everybody involved. Nobody asked you to be the leader, but Capricorns are. So sorry, that's just how it rolls, right? And it gets depressed if it can't deliver in the way that it wants to. Well, your moon in Sag goes, fuck it, we do what we could. Your moon in Sag is like, fuck it, let's have a party. Your moon in Sag is like, I'll be right back. Pew! Freedom. Moon and Sag people are really, really interested in dealing with emotions, I might add. I know a lot of people with Moon and Sagittarius people, and they oftentimes like to, let me put it like this, deflect the hard emotional changes that you go through. You got to be careful, sweetie pie, when you got children or loved ones that come to you that need you to hold them, need you to be there for them emotionally. And your rise on that Libra, your sun in Capricorn, your moon in Sag is not necessarily the most cushy, emotional, tender, affectionate motherfucker. I'm just saying, not unless you got something in Venus like Pisces, something watery that makes you that way. And the reason why I say that is because that moon in Sag, she's the front runner. And she's like, oh, you crying? I don't understand them tears. I just want to be happy. I want to deflect all them tears and do something different. I want to dismiss it and say, I mean, maybe we just got to have a party, or we should go over here, or everything will be fine. Sometimes moon and Sag, everything is not fine when you have an emotional situation that you got to roll through, when you got to pay attention to. You understand what I'm saying? You just can't go around every situation that you don't necessarily know how to process in your heart space. Did that hurt a little bit? I know it didn't, because you don't give a fuck. But the bottom line is, I want you to at least adhere to it just a touch, especially if you got kids in your life. Especially if you have tender people in your life, because they rely on you for a good time, but they can't rely on you when they want to tap into your heart space. That's all I'm gonna say. My Venus is in your Venus in Scorpio. Oh, good. That you see, I kind of intuited that. I was like, I'm so glad. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. But so at least you can desire and you have passion that's deep, although it can be a little controlling sometimes. So I'm just saying, cuidado. That's a whole read. That's a whole other read, R. Clark. We ain't gonna go there. All right, y'all. I'm about to be off this thing. How many people want me to read a card? Do y'all like me reading these cards? And by the way, I don't know if I told y'all this already. I'm going to come on twice a week very, very soon. I believe starting in February. We're gonna do that thing so we can pull this page up. We can bring some more people over here. Your girl can get paid. Your girl can get a goddamn show. Because apparently I need the numbers. I need the people. They're like, how am I going to give you a show and you only got 2,000 people following you? We can't give you a show. Do y'all want a card? Do y'all like the card? Again, trying to implement new things to change it up a little bit. Because if I get bored, y'all, I can't do this too much. I got to keep it new and fresh. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm saying. Nah, I mean. Let me see. How many people say yes? Only got 3 yeses? Well, maybe next time. Maybe next time we do it. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I appreciate it. If y'all want, Shamia said yes. And she put 3 S's at the end of that. So I'm going to listen to Shamia because she's a Cancer like me. And I never hear the end of it if I don't. Because just like me, I would be on her and be like, why you ain't do the card? when she sees me in July in Costa Rica. She'll be like, why you didn't do the card on that day in January when I asked you to do the card? Okay, Chanel. Here we go. Great Mother, Father God, and all our guardian angels and ancestor spirits, we ask you to join us in this moment in time. Show us exactly what it is that we need to see in this moment for me and all the beautiful people here on YouTube, even those that come and catch the recording. Y'all want to know what this card is? It's the vibration for the week. Boom. Ordinary. Ordinary things. Do ordinary things in an ordinary way. This card right here is so incredibly underrated. Under freaking rated. Trust me when I tell you. Why? Because we live in a society in which if we are Beyonce, if we got double Z fucking boobs, if we got an ass that's larger than Miss Hottentot, Miss Sarah, if we got money, if we live in Beverly Hills, if blah, 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 if we are put on blast and live in extraordinary, then that's when we receive the attention, the accolades, the understanding. But if you live in ordinary, like simple, peaceful, then nobody gonna pay you no attention. Who cares? Being ordinary is underrated. It's so freaking underrated. When you're ordinary, you're peaceful and you can get out of the way and do whatever spirit tells you to do. And isn't that the gosh darn message of this week? Is to do what spirit tells you to do. And the only way to do that is to walk in an ordinary way. You pushing too hard trying to be extraordinary, motherfucking be Beyonce when your name is Sarah, then you missing the blessings. The figure walking in nature shows us that beauty can be found in the simple, ordinary things in life. We so easily take this beautiful world that we live in for granted. Cleaning the house, tending the garden, cooking a meal. The most mundane tasks take on a sacred quality when they are performed with your total involvement, with love, and for their own sake, without thought of recognition or reward. You are facing a time now when this easy, natural, and utterly ordinary approach to situations you encounter will bring far better results than any on your part to be brilliant, clever, or otherwise extraordinary, like Beyonce. And I love Beyonce. I'm not teasing her. But not everybody's Beyonce. Forget all about making headlines by inventing the latest widget or dazzling your friends and colleagues with your unique star quality. The special gift you have to offer now is presented best by just taking things easily and simply, one step at a time. Ashe. Did we not just say one step at a time? Methodically take these steps, take these wins, take these fallbacks so we can learn how to trust again in an ordinary, simple, peaceful type of way. Ooh, I love spirit. I love what I do, and I love y'all. I really, really do. I see y'all on Monday. And then after that, then I'm going to start the 2 times a week. So spread the word, bird, and go on there and go out and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. I put some comments down below the comments. Let me know how you feel about this. Ask some questions if you have. Let me linger a little bit. Much love to you, Giselle. Oh, sweetie pie face. I miss you, sweet Cancer. That's it. I don't see no questions. I don't think. You're welcome, Jay Walker. Be good to yourself, all right? All y'all do the same. Take care.